another
No.
conversation. Okay.
Oh man. All right, guys. What's up, and welcome to another episode, another week of It Is What It Is podcast. I got my homegirl Racquel John in this thing. What's
Hey.
up, Racquel?
Hey, nothing much, just looking all.
Oh, so we're doing accents. Okay, all right.
I really could, do the whole interview in this accent, but I probably won't. I go in and out because I'm a little rusty.
Oh man, what's been going on? Let's
I am catching up on all work. That's why I look like this. I am finally, so I'm painting and it's the most amazing feeling. I'm like a kid in a candy store. I usually used to hate sketching out my design. Like that was the most strenuous part of the process. And I'm just like, because it has to be perfect, I'm like trying to make it look good so it can confuse you.
Right.
So this time around, I'm like, the lines have to be straight. Okay. I'm just like, I'm so excited. And I'm just like, wow. I haven't painted in a long time, like for at least probably been like 2 months now. And so I'm just like, now I'm back in it. I'm like, home.
It feels all warm and fuzzy inside, doesn't it?
Yes. So I'm happy doing that and catching up on things with Purposely You and figuring that stuff out, like merchandise maybe. And yeah.
Oh, okay. All right, I see you out here doing big things. Okay, that's what's up, man. That's what's up. That makes me happy. I'm proud. Got some Purposely You merch coming out. Potentially in the next month, 2 months, 3 months.
At least probably next month. I got some fire up under my behind, so I'm trying to like push it out.
Literally, like on the way here. I was driving on the way here and I was like, what makes me happy?
Ooh.
Like literally, like
Who are you?
What makes me happy?
Bro, this is where we're like in sync. On this piece of paper, it says, are you happy? Literally. I just wrote this because I plan on writing about it. Literally the other day. And you bringing up this question. I'm done. I don't know what that's about.
This is our friendship though. This is our friendship.
That's crazy.
But yeah, like I was literally like, so actually like what brought that on was like I woke up this morning and I'm trying to get back in the swing of things of like talking to God first thing in the morning. Because, I'll be up at 5 in the morning and sometimes recently, like the last 2 months, I have not been talking to God at 5 in the morning. I've been like reaching over, touching my phone and scrolling down Instagram and on Twitter. But my sister is home. So we had a conversation and, basically she was like, nigga, what are you doing? and I was like, I'm doing X, Y, and Z, And she was like, but are you gonna are you going to stay focused doing that? Or whatever? Because I don't have a problem with focusing on doing things. It's staying focused. That's the issue.
Yeah, the commitment to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we had a conversation and I'm reading this book called The Big Leap by Gay Hendricks. And it just it's two things it talks about living in your zone of genius and then also being happy or whatever. That's like the two things or whatever. And it's not necessarily, it's like a self-help book, but not a self-help book. It's a self-help book from the standpoint of making you do all the work. Wow. It's not like one of those self-help books that's like saying, oh, you should meditate and you should sit in this room for 5 hours, or like you should, just no, like it literally makes you, or it's made me like look at my life and accept my entire life. Like don't worry about, outshining people. Don't worry about doing the shit that you don't really want to do. It's okay to say no. It's okay to move out of your zone of excellence.
Yeah.
We were like, before the show started, like we were literally just talking about, you asked me about teaching, and I was like, yeah, no, I'm not, because it's my zone of excellence, but I don't like it. I'm good at it, but I don't like it, and I don't want to do it anymore. Like, I'm literally giving myself until the end of 2020, and then I'm done. Like, I don't have it in me to continue, because I'm just doing it for money and it's boring. So, but yeah, like I was headed out this morning, and I was like, I'm just gonna spend this time. I'm talking to God, and I'm just gonna tell God X, Y, and Z. Had this conversation with God, and I was like, you know what? Essentially, I was like, God, I'm gonna be happy. I'm gonna be happy, bro. There's no reason for me to be mad. Yeah. There's no reason for me to be stressed. None. So I was coming home, and I was thinking, like, women talk about things that make them happy all the time. All the time. And then I very rarely see guys on Instagram or Twitter talk about things that make them happy. Like, very rarely do I see that. So I was like, I'm gonna change that. At least in my own world, I'm gonna change that.
Yeah.
So I was listening to music, and I was like, this makes me happy. And then I screenshotted the song, and I put it on Instagram. No, I put it on Twitter. This makes me happy. I'm scrolling down Twitter, and I'm like looking at stuff. Oh, that makes me happy. And I'm just like retweeting shit.
Yeah.
Just in a great mood, like, yeah.
You can start like one of those, I don't know what they call it, those little Twitter trend threads things where it's like, drop what makes you happy in the, comment and drop what makes you happy. That thing will get so many, like, at least I would think it would get like some retweets and things like that. Yeah. People participating, a very interactive experience.
Yeah. I gotta, just think about doing some different things. I got some things up my sleeve, that I'm thinking about. I got 3 months to make a lot of shit happen, and it's gonna be a very interesting transformation.
I can't.
Yes.
I can't. Stop. I need you to stop.
January 2021.
Always? Bro, because like I set out the beginning of September. I said I'm giving myself 3 months, and I'm doing a mind, body, and soul transformation. I'm like, who are you over there?
Literally, like, I have it right there.
Bro,
I did 3 months, and then I did 6 months.
Oh, I said 3. I said acting, purposely you, art. I said myself. I said, you have 3 months, or I'm evicting you. You have 3 months. Like, I'm not playing with myself. Like, I'm putting fire up under my own behind, because I'm like, that's why I'm down here now painting, because I'm like, it's time. Like, it's time to shake and move. Like, even with, I understand the whole commitment thing. Like, I understand the whole aspect of having to keep up the consistency when you're the only one running your company.
But man, like, let's get more into like you. How's 2020 been, man?
2020 has been an up and down roller coaster. It started out high and then went down, and then it evened out eventually. It started out really, really well, truthfully. I was almost, I was called in to be a part of Oprah's that series that she does. Like, she was doing something for women, like women empowerment type of thing, series. And I was handpicked to be in the audience to like ask questions and things like that. But then coronavirus hit. Oh, let me tell you how prepared I was for that. I said, ooh, I'm going to hit them with a this and I'm going to hit them with a that. And then I'm going to throw Purposely You up in there. And she was like, ooh, what's Purposely You? And I'm like, Purposely You is this, Oprah. And it was just going to be so amazing, right? So I had
That's all of
that. Right, exactly. And then so that, and then I had, I was going to put on a speaking engagement. I had another panel to speak on and things like that. And then Corona coronavirus, but the beautiful thing about it, it made me sit still and it made me reflect upon myself to really gain the confidence that I need on a deeper level, but also for me to find my happy and find my peace within just being me. Doesn't mean that I don't struggle, because it's a everyday fight, but I always have those. I always remind myself. So it afforded me the opportunity to get to know myself on a deeper level. And towards the end of it, I plan on just diving into me 100,000% and just pushing out the things that I know that I can. Like just really focusing on my talents and let everything else, come as it goes or whatever the case may be.
Right.
So yeah.
I definitely feel you on that, bro. Like, I definitely had the same thing, because I had like a whole plan of what I wanted to do and all these things that like I had planned. And it's crazy because like now, the timeline that I set for myself, like now those dates are like coming and going, and it's like, dang, man, like at this time I said I wanted to do this. Yeah. And stupid coronavirus was like, yeah, see about your stupid ass plans. Yeah, not gonna happen, bro. Not gonna happen. Yeah. And I just had to get to a point where I was just like, all right, bro, it is what it is. Like, I don't, I'm not frustrated. I'm not mad. I'm not like upset. I was in the beginning because it was like, dang, man, like this was supposed to be the year for so many things to have already changed. Okay. Not just now getting ready to change. Right. Like I was supposed to be at the end of the school year last year, like in a much better place. Like I was supposed to be doing so many other things. Yeah. But we had this big ass delay, and then people didn't know how to sit down, and then we had all the police killings. Yeah. Yeah.
It's really crazy how the world took it. Exposure. It's just really exposure. Right. What I feel like was really happening.
Yeah, I mean, and on one hand, I'm glad that we had this exposure, because now like we really see like who is who, and essentially like what happens in the dark comes to light, and you're seeing all these people who you thought liked you, who thought were nice to you, but are really like, nah, like I really hate black people for real. Like I really don't fuck with you for real. And it's like, okay, cool. I mean, I'd much rather know that you don't like me than you smile in my face and be all like, two-faced or whatever. Like, don't be a drag. Yeah. That sucks. But I mean, in overall, like, I feel like I'm in a great place right now. Like I feel like I am in a place of major growth, and major prosperity. Yeah. Because of the time and the effort that I put into my relationship with God. Right. Even with me not waking up in the morning and talking to God at 5 or whatever, just like having moments where we have conversations and having moments where like I have breakdowns that turn into breakthroughs, because in my breakdown, like then God is able to speak to me, and I'm able to hear what God has been saying to me, or whatever, and then be like, all right, God, okay, yeah. All right, I'm sorry, Jesus. Absolutely. No, yeah, I was just sitting there talking to my mom. I said, man, after I was like venting, the beautiful thing about my mom is that like we're like, that's my mom, but also it's like that's my friend in a way, and I'm able to be honest and vent, and she allows me to do so. But once I was done venting today, I said, dang, I'm a brat. I was like, good God Almighty. I said, I sound so
radish with everything that I was complaining about. I said, did you not just see what God just gave you like this past week and the opportunity for this and the opportunity for that, but you want to complain about this? I was like, I really sound like a brat right now. I apologize. I am so sorry. That's not my intention at all. Please don't take it away. I was having a moment. I'm sorry. And like, gotta keep it moving. But I was like, dang, I realized how much I was complaining. And I said, that's not healthy. That's not okay.
Bro, oh my gosh. Like, literally, the last 2 weeks have been like constant reminders of that.
Yeah.
Because it all started, I have the iPad Pro when I got it with the pencil, right? And, I know that this is a first world issue. Right? before I even say this.
Oh, I'm scared.
It's a first world issue. I know, right? So I got my pencil. My pencil is lovely. I love the Apple Pencil. But I was at my dad's house because we had to shoot a video for our church. I'm like going through editing with my pencil or whatever, not thinking anything of it. The pencil falls on the floor and it breaks. And I like snap it to the top of my iPad and I'm like, oh shit, it doesn't connect. And I was like, bro, what? My fucking iPad is now rendered useless because my pencil broke. Now, my iPad is still an iPad. I understand and it still works.
But you need your pencil.
But I need my pencil.
So they easily break?
I think it's the way that it fell on the floor. Because the magnetic part, that goes on the top, like it won't connect or whatever, for whatever reason. And I'm just like,
dang, those things are expensive.
I know. And so then I was like, yeah, I know this is the first world problem, but I still have an iPad. It still works. I have the keyboard and everything, so I can still use it. But damn it, my fucking iPad is useless in my eyes right now.
It'll be really tough if you're like doing graphic designs and stuff like that, because like, for the programs that they have, yeah.
Oh, I almost hate editing pictures now. I'm like this close. I'm like this close to hating editing.
You're gonna have to edit your own photos. I just can't do it.
Yeah, and then what made me realize it even more was Kaden has the newest iPad Pro. Mm-hmm. And I was literally like sitting there in my house thinking about like all the things that I want that I don't have, and complaining in my brain like, oh, I don't have this, I don't have that, and I want to be able to do this and that with both of those things. But then I just happened to slowly look up, and I'm looking at Kaden like dancing or whatever he's doing, and I look at him with this iPad that costs like $1,100. That's his. And I'm looking at my iPad that costs, I paid $1,400 for mine. And yeah, I was like, all right, God, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Right.
Like, because here I am complaining about the things that I don't have. And there are literally people in this world on more than one continent that have far less than me, like considerably less than me. And I'm complaining about not having some things that I don't technically need.
Right.
It's more of a want. Like, and I was like, fuck, okay, all right, God, I'm so sorry.
No, yeah, it's crazy how we can get caught up in our emotions, that emotional pull into this space and perspective. Like, that's something that I've been really, really, really working on for myself, is my perspective, and to, in my eyes, be less sensitive, but, which is honestly true, but it's like I desensitize myself from like the outside world in terms of like my outer circle, but like my inner circle is, I am super sensitive But I also just like came to the conclusion today that you will always be sensitive to your inner circle, and that rejection from your inner circle is painful. It sucks. It's always going to be there. It's always going to be a thing, because like no, even if you heal from things of your past, if something happens, it still is like a sting. You know what I'm saying? It's like, hey, why? And yes, I'm learning to just understand certain things and accept things, because it is what it is.
Right, man. So with that, we have come to the end of the first episode. Thank you for being here, people. Stay tuned for the next episode. It's going to drop on Wednesday. Okay. Do.